Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight, I report through wall sensing technology here on the Republic Broadcasting Network, where you can handle the truth. Now, this is a topic that I've seen in more emails and more texts and more phone calls than anything else. So I figured it'd be a great idea to bring it up tonight. Most people think that through wall sensing is something that's just for the government. Well, it's not. The FCC has ruled that there are many such devices that are available to the public for whatever reason. But first, joining Targeted Massachusetts is free and very easy to do. Just go to targetedmassachusetts.org, and at the top of the page, go to Join TM. Please complete the easy registration form. By joining, you receive our newsletter, text updates, and the latest developments in our targeted situation. If you have any questions, call me anytime in the U.S. at 1-508-857-8334. If you can't reach me, please leave a message and I will get back to you. I am on the phone most of the day. Call into the show live and ask a question and get involved at 800-313-9443. Or you can listen at 605-313-0163. Targeted Massachusetts Northeast Conference airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Saturdays, we've just added, at 9 p.m. Eastern. Access by phone, 515-604-9715. Access code, 708922. ID, targeted. Access by computer. In your address bar, type freeconferencecall.com/wall/targeted. Our new YouTube channel, which I wish I would have got out a long time ago, is www.youtube.com/C/capital TARGETED capital MASSACHUSETTS. So it's youtube.com/C/targeted Massachusetts. Okay, as I mentioned, and I wanted to let you know too, tonight, if you are not doing anything after the show, join our conference call. A very good friend of mine, Sue Maya, is moderating the call right now. So through wall sensing or sensor technology it's a very broad term. There are so many different companies and so many different types of surveillance. We have some of this surveillance. They actually are using ground sensing radar, looking for tunnels. And this is something that they would be using at the border, we'll say, in Mexico, looking for tunnels where drug smugglers are coming in and out. But we have the National Institute of Justice, NIJ, Sensor, Surveillance, and Biometric Technologies, SSBT, Center of Excellence, COE, has undertaken a market survey of through-the-wall sensors, or TTWS. So if you want to look up and research any of these items, use the acronym TTWS. That seems to cover just about everything. And these are all certified by the Federal Communications Commission. And I have wondered for the longest time why the FCC hasn't come down harder on the radio waves that are shooting around this planet, because there are a ton. So the FCC, operation by law enforcement and first responder agencies in the United States. These devices generally use a form of radar to detect small amounts of movement behind barriers. In some cases, the movement is associated with normal breathing and is enough to allow detection. So the device that would be used here is actually something that they touch to the wall of your home. So this will help you and aid you in finding out what a perp is doing, because if the United States government has it, as I mentioned earlier, it is available to civilians as well. If the government has it, the citizens have it. So TTWS allow for enhanced situational awareness during operations when knowledge of the presence of individuals behind opaque barriers would be of benefit. During law enforcement operations requiring forced entry, they will know exactly where you are. They carry these handheld devices. So don't try and hide. They will know exactly where you are in your home. So that right there is an invasion of privacy to me. I don't care whether they're breaking your door down or not. They have just invaded your privacy by using this device. In hostage situations, in building sweeps by firefighters, or when locating individuals in rubble during search and rescue operations. Now, this is an area where these devices are crucial. They have found many individuals under fallen bridges in the last big earthquake in California and during the WTC crisis. Some devices provide a range to the moving target, and others a two-dimensional graphical display of multiple targets. The FCC governs TTWS use and generally requires devices to be certified prior to use by law enforcement and first responder agencies. In addition to FCC certified equipment, this report also identifies several systems not currently certified by the FCC. Some non-certified systems are in a late stages of development. Several devices initially intended for military use are being re-engineered and repurposed for civilian law enforcement use, and others in use in other countries have not undergone certification for use in the United States. So what I have derived from this is that you can purchase online just about any kind of electronic equipment that you want. All you have to do is look for it. China is guilty of many things, but flooding the United States with illicit electronic devices is one of them. The intended use of a TTWS device dictates requirement. This report provides an unbiased survey of available equipment and its operational capabilities and limitations as reported by manufacturers. This information provides individuals and organizations with a better understanding of the capabilities and limitations of available equipment. This is crucial for TIs to understand what this equipment can do and what it can't, and what to look for on your property. We have a coming crisis on our hands. And I'm going to say possibly, but I'm going to say probably too. And that's mass injection of the populace with this vaccine. So if you start seeing soldiers coming down the street with possibly a Red Cross vehicle, you are going to know immediately why they are there. And possibly you will get calls from the government on your cell phone alerting you of what's happening, which would be the wise thing to do, but you may not. So in conjunction with the agency's requirements for intended use, the information provided in this report will help individuals and organizations identify a more optimal system based on their particular needs and requirements. Now, as far as the Constitution goes and the Bill of Rights, these devices violate every one of them. There will be rogue units who will just use these to spy on you in your bedroom, bathroom, shower, whatever some of these perverts do. I take a look at technology today, and I look at what's happening to the targets, myself included, and I'm in disbelief sometimes. And then I look at things like this that'll help the perps. The NIJ-sponsored Sensors and Surveillance Technology Working Group, or TWG, has identified a technology need for first responders. And this I agree with. First responders to a riot situation or a building collapse. But that's where I draw the line. Other than that, they should not be used. When police departments were first formed, we did not have these devices. Police respected citizens. Citizens respected police. Now, I have a great respect for police, but there has to be limits as to what they can do. They are following orders from the top. So limits have to be placed by their superiors. As I said, they are following orders, except for a shameful few. The ability to sense the presence of individuals through common building materials can be useful during rescue operations, law enforcement operations, and other tactical scenarios. We're going to be going to commercial soon, so I'd like you to think about this a little bit and call into the show live and give us your opinion as to whether this is constitutional or not. And you can call in and get involved with us at 1-800-313-9443. So, 800-313-9443. I invite you to call in and get involved in this discussion. We have plenty of room here, and we can have a roundtable discussion. And this is, as I've said, a topic that I have just been smothered with email on because of the concern. Okay, folks, we have to go to commercial. We'll be right back.
Folks, we're living in a world the likes of which we've never perceived any clearer than we do now. The plan for global governance has been in the works for generations and would have likely been achieved by now but for the fact that the globalists left open their Achilles heel. With all their tools, Federal Reserve System, fiat currency, no child left behind, and then Common Core education introduced to our schools to dumb us down, vaccines, pharmaceuticals to lobotomize us, GMO foods, insertion of compromised or bought and paid for politicians, judges, mainstream media propaganda, all pieced together like a puzzle designed to ultimately bring the world under submission. But with all their strategy, they forgot one thing: knowledge. And knowledge is power. With knowledge, their bombardment is nullified. Folks, with that, as brilliant and knowledgeable as you've become, among the wisest audience of any radio audience in the world, and you are, I want you to take a moment to reflect and ask yourself, how much of that knowledge did I obtain from Republic Broadcasting Network? How high has my consciousness been raised since I've been a listener? How fast am I now able to discriminate truth from fake news by being a Republic Broadcasting listener? How clear am I now able to see the world since I've been listening to RBN? Ask yourselves those questions, folks. Then ask yourself, what is that knowledge worth to me? Like my morning coffee, how would I survive without it? A voice of truth in a sea of lies. Do we not all need to make sure it survives? Like public broadcasting, we are now finding we can only survive with listener support. Censorship, advertisers being attacked, truth itself being attacked. It's the only way through this. We at Republic Broadcasting humbly ask you to become a supporter. Look at your budget and make a determination of what Republic Broadcasting is worth to you and what you can afford on a monthly basis. Go to republicbroadcasting.org and pledge 20, 30, 40, 50, if possible, 100 a month or more if it's affordable. Click the donate button and become a regular monthly donor. Assure both us and yourself that Republic Broadcasting truth will continue to flow like that morning coffee. The network thanks you.
Tired of being lied to by mass media? It's growing more and more apparent today that news is received less and less through standard media outlets. Even with a growing audience every day, RBN is beginning to direct more efforts into social media. Social media and the use of the internet is fast becoming the primary source of people for news, regardless of demographic. RBN has set out to provide some of the best news on the internet through republicbroadcasting.org, and also has begun to use the tools to our advantage by way of social media. Republic Broadcasting is now operating a Facebook page to function as yet another avenue to have our collective voice reach new audiences across not only America, but across the globe as well. The Facebook page features not only news, but also an RBN player to listen to our broadcasts. Get involved by visiting facebook.com/Republic Broadcasting and liking our page and share it with your friends and family, because you can handle the truth.
Good evening, Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight, I report on through-wall sensor technology here on the Republic Broadcasting Network, where you can handle the truth. And I'm sure the other show hosts will agree. This is the station where you can sit down in front of your microphone and feel very comfortable telling the truth. You can call into the show live and ask a question and get involved at 800-313-9443. Or you can listen at 605-313-0163. Once again, to hear our broadcasts on YouTube, go to www.youtube.com/C/Targeted Massachusetts. And to get back to our topic, I have been inundated with emails, text messages, and phone calls about through-the-wall technology. And it's unbelievable. They can actually detect movement. They can detect breathing. So if you're in your home and you see the men in blue outside and they are dressed in riot gear, well, they know where you are. But TTWS can now display a variety of information, from the simple movement detected to a 2D graphical representation of detected movement in relation to the sensor. Devices may also provide additional information, such as a graphical representation of repetitive movement. As would be expected in detection of breathing, some data interpretation is straightforward, such as the display of movement detected. And other data interpretation may require training on the instrument for optimal use. This is what happens in the targeted community. Perpetrators get a hold of equipment that they shouldn't have and that they're not trained on, and they burn people half to death. Way back when I found out that I was a TI, the first pictures that I saw were in a nursing home. People that were 80 and 90 years old, burned legs, thighs, faces, much like Midge Mathis. Midge is an icon in the targeted community, and she has gone through holy hell, but she's still fighting. To detect the presence of an object, a TTWS device sends out an electromagnetic signal. The signal propagates from the device and is then reflected by an object. Part of the reflected signal then travels to a receiver that detects the reflected signal. So it's like ping pong. If you've ever listened to a submarine movie, it's just like sonar, only you're the submarine that's being detected. The receiver is typically, although not necessarily, in the same device as the transmission source. Example of this is a police officer's device to detect you speeding. The send and receive is in the same unit. The reflected signal then indicates the presence of an object. Okay, once again, we are coming up on the bottom of the hour, and I'd like you guys to think about this and call in. Okay, we're taking a break for station identification. Thank you so much.
You are tuned in to the Republic Broadcasting Network. Visit our website by going to republicbroadcasting.org.
What would you say if I told you we have a new tool that will increase production and lower maintenance costs for your meat processing company? And it would pay for itself in just 6 weeks.
When pigs fly!
The new Ease Off Model Easy 4 replaces old spring-style carcass droppers and is faster, safer, and more reliable. The Ease Off lowers or lifts 1,000 pounds to or from your rail automatically using our remote control.
Sounds expensive. Can I afford it?
Can you afford not to try the Ease Off? It installs fast with just 3 bolts in place of your current dropper. The effortless operation will reduce fatigue and injuries, speed up your line, eliminate downtime, and increase profit.
How can I order my Ease Off?
Go to easeoff.com, EAZEOFF.com, and hurry, because we are offering $200 off on the new Easy 4 for a limited time. Easeoff.com. We make pigs fly. Cows, too. Ease Off LLC, Summersville, Missouri, 417-932-6419.
Extend your life with Extendovite. Extendivite really works. Here are some reviews from Amazon.com. Nikki, great product. Have to try it for a few months to see results. After taking Extendivite for about 6 months, I have noticed improvement on the numbness of my hands and wrists from carpal tunnel. I will continue to buy the product. Ken Peaks, 5 out of 5 stars. Works as advertised. This formula is very powerful. Be careful to follow directions. I am feeling much better. My heart rate and blood pressure has stabilized and my lower edema has reduced. Lower leg pain due to blood clots has disappeared. Thank you. To order, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822 or visit our website at heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Ladies and gentlemen, J.R. Moore here. We have a special promotion going on at Republic Broadcasting. This is a fundraiser for Republic Broadcasting involving the Energy Cleaner. Mail me a postcard. My address is at my website at thelibertyman.com. We pick a postcard every other Thursday. When your postcard is drawn out, you get to buy an Energy Cleaner for $215 instead of $285, $70 discount. $200 goes to Republic Broadcasting. You also get a 10% discount on my mattress pads. So get those postcards in, put your name, your telephone number, your email address on there, and when your postcard is drawn, you get to get an Energy Cleaner for $215 instead of $285. Mattress pads, 10% off. Help us out at Republic Broadcasting and help yourself to get an Energy Cleaner at a deep discount. It's a win-win situation for everybody. We hope you can get these postcards in soon. Thank you very much.
Coming to you live from Boston, Massachusetts, from the Republic Broadcasting Network, where you can handle the truth. Good evening. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight, I report on through-wall sensing technology. Okay, we have a caller. Pat from Fort Worth. Go ahead, Pat.
I was going to tell you what happened to one of my friends. I think it's been about 12 years ago, and I probably forgot some of the details, but you reminded me of it. He said this black vehicle with black windows pulled up and parked on his side of the street where he had a house, and he said when he went home, he stayed there a couple of days. He said when he went home, he could not touch anything inside his house. Nothing. It would flat burn him. He had to move out into the place out back where he kept storage and wood and stuff like that. That's where he had to live. And for about 2 months before he could touch it, I said, okay, what did you do? Well, I was teasing my new boss, and I told her I was a Russian spy. I said, I guess you won't do that again. Really?
Probably
but
not.
I don't think they bothered him anymore. They saw that was just a joke, I guess. I don't know. But yeah,
well, he had the Midas touch, only with heat. What a terrible thing.
Anything. It would just really burn him. He just couldn't do it. So that's the first time I ever heard it. The last time I heard it, but since you said that, I thought I would tell you. It doesn't give you a whole lot of confidence, but you know what? I just figure that God, if you got to, if you have to stay in fear, it's better to just go. I know there's right now there's it's called his name is Stan Johnson, and he's got something called the Prophecy Club, and he talks about this prophet named Dimitri Duduman, who was sent here from Romania to tell us that America was going to burn. But he was smuggling Bibles into Russia and Romania, and they just tortured him and caught him, and angels were helping him and telling him. They put him in the electric chair and to kill him, and it didn't do anything but make all his teeth fall out, and he didn't. And he wasn't too good. He didn't do too well off, but they just went and did it again. And an angel was there again, and the angel said, Dimitri, say the blood of Jesus, and he kept doing it. They just kept trying to get him to tell how he was getting the Bibles through. And they tried again, and it didn't work. So God healed him completely. But the point is, I guess, if you're just working for God, you can live through it. That's what I'm hoping. Whatever, if
God bless.
they do all that.
Okay, thank you, Pat.
Okay, thank you for talking about it.
Oh, that's God bless, and God bless Dimitri too.
Oh,
okay.
Well, he's dead. His son's an interpreter, and he's saying it almost every day. For quite a while now. He'll even have him doing the testimony with his grandson is interpreting. Thank God he taught his grandson his language. It's very, very, eye-opening, and unfortunately, the country is turning against God, unfortunately, but I have a feeling they're going to turn back. So maybe all these bad things that the devil's got planned just won't work.
That's
what
right.
I'm hoping.
Okay, thank you, Pat.
Okay. Thank
Bye
you.
now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, we have Gregory from California. Go ahead, Gregory.
Well, hello. Hello there, Frank. Hang on, I got to get you off speaker. I was dialing somebody else, but then I got Michael on the phone. I said, okay, I'll go ahead and talk to y'all. One point of contention I do have with everybody, and you're not going to like this, but it's the word God that you just spew around like this, that, and everything else. And I do not call the thing that created all of us with that vernacular, because it's been used and abused so much that in my mind, my poor little brain cell feels that it's sacrilegious to speak of something so magnanimous and give it a three-letter opposite dog, if you look at it in the opposite word. And I have nothing against those creatures. I love them as well. But, no, I believe it's the one with no name. How can you have a name after you created all this bliss and all this majesty? It's beyond to try to even give it a name. It cannot be named. I refuse to name it. But things that we can name, like what's on every single stupid-ass, excuse the expression, coinage or monetary currency that we use, which isn't even money under the true definition, but that's another story. That's
nothing behind
the God that everybody is praising right now, and that's the mind control. That's the whole trap that we're all underneath. Excuse me, what you were going to say?
Oh, I've just said there's nothing behind it. The money, it's fiat currency.
Well, money is precious metals coined at a mint, if you've ever read James Ewert's book called Money. He went through the whole dichotomy of it, the whole bloody word, the etymology of it. And that's what precious metals coined at a mint. And if you look at Article 1, Section 8, and Article 1, Section 10 of the it has two two definitions of what shall be used for our currency, and we no longer use that anymore because we are in Rothschild bill. I call our currency that we're currently using Rothschild slave tokens because that's what it ultimately is. And I'm not pulling any punches. That's what it is.
I believe that
most folks,
you are correct. 0.5% of the people, or 0.1% of the people, control the rest through whatever means they have.
Yeah, it's like the COVID virus killing XYZ of the people. But next year it's going to be XYZ more because the sheeple are putting on these stupid anal retentive masks that inhibit their life from flowing. And that's what they want.
China should be held...
the mind control.
China should be held criminally responsible for that act.
No, not just China. The U.S., every country that was complicit in it should be held responsible. We need to take all these leaders out and ship them to Bikini Island. I don't want to kill nobody. I don't like killing anything anymore, even though I used to be a big killer. I used to revel in killing. But no. And, no, I believe that these people need to be put on Bikini Island. We take them all. The Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and all the Nancy Pelosi's and all the lousy creatures that are trying to kill life. We put them on Bikini Island where they destroyed that whole place and let them live. What do you think about that one?
That's different. Let them all fight out there.
And then we can film it all and put it on live TV to see how these megalomaniacs, necrophiliacs, and all these bloody sataniacs live. And use that for entertainment. And we don't have to watch football no more. We just watch these guys do what they do after they're away from the food that they live on.
Yeah, I have one thing to say that while people are working, while people are at football games, basketball games, my favorite, hockey, all over the world, sports, they keep us occupied. And in the background, this is when they perform all their evil, when no one's watching. Everybody's occupied with TV, or actually they're there at the football game. But, that's what life is in the United States. We love sports. We love our football. We love baseball, and the government just takes
yeah, but that programming is falling apart before our eyes right now. We've got to preoccupy our cranium with something maybe more productive, maybe like like when I was running for office back in the early 2000s, I met a man named Yoakum, and he said that fool ball, and that's what he called all the sports, was fool ball, was taking us away from everything. And you could see it right then and there. It was all just circuses and bread and circuses like the Romans did. And we're falling in step with the fall of the Roman Empire. I mean, it's just history repeating itself. I believe that...
read By the Waters of Babylon sometime. It's a very interesting story.
Well, I'm sure it has a lot to do with what we're talking about right now. But there's so many different books and aspects that that lead to the same nefarious trail that we're happening to live in real life moments. I was talking to Don the last hour, and I don't believe in time like most people do. I believe in precious moments. We only have so many precious moments in our existence, provided they're in love. And love is the most powerful thing you can wrap your head around. Really, I mean, if you really want to wrap your head around a word, and that's what I'm still trying to focus my one brain cell around, but yeah.
You have some interesting views, and I think you have quite a complement of brain cells. All right, thank you, Gregory.
You do as well. And everybody on RBN, I love you guys more than life itself.
Well, we love our guests, too. We love our listeners. It's a great place to be. The best place to be, I'll tell you. I look forward to it all day long.
Well, thank you, Frank. Thank you for taking my call. You all do well
no
out
problem.
there. Jolly ho.
Okay, we've got Jay from Florida next. Go ahead, Jay.
Hey, Frank. The technologies for seeing into walls, through roofs, capturing movement and heat signatures aside has been around for a while, as you know. They don't even need a lot of that stuff you're describing here to even put it on a wall. Most people are bringing the technology into their homes for entertainment purposes and security purposes that can do just that. Now, I just want to say really quick, here in Florida, we had a pretty bad hurricane in October 2018, and there were drones all over the skies after that. And I saw footage on the news and other places where, from those drones, they were able to see heat signatures of people in houses, outside, looking for bodies and things like that, like you talked about. So they have that available from the sky. But as far as what people bring into their homes, what a lot of people may not think about is a lot of the home security systems that people buy and they pay memberships for every month, they put motion detectors in every room, in the hallways, the stairways, and all that information goes back to the home office. It can be accessed by law enforcement or anybody that is cooperating with the companies at any time. I watch a lot of forensics cop shows. You learn a lot about their techniques and things. Excuse me. The other thing is the video games the kids have hooked up online so they can play with each other, talk to each other, leave them on all the time. Most of those are spitting out cameras that spit out and tell where their movements are. That's why they can play tennis by swinging their arms, that sort of thing. All that information also can be accessed and is being sent to the home office, can be viewed in live time. Yeah.
They have two games that I know about that a child can control with his brain. How does that grab you?
Oh, yeah, that's the golden goose for these guys. Well, for a lot of people, wouldn't it be if they could access that and get our children's brains, our children's brains trained? I'll tell you the one thing I saw on one of those shows that blew my mind that a lot of people don't think about is the little automatic vacuum cleaners, like the iRobot and the Roomba, the little round disc that goes around on its own and vacuums your rooms. It's It's making a blueprint of your house, and it's sending it back to the home office. And
the latest ones.
Yeah. What's that?
The latest ones, I'm sure, are the ones in the beginning.
Everything has got Bluetooth in it now, so everything goes back to home office, or like I said, if it wants to be, if it needs to be accessed by law enforcement,
okay,
like
Jay,
a raid or something like that.
Do you want to hold on because we have to go to commercial?
I'm going to leave it open for the rest of the callers. Thank you, Frank.
All right, sir. Have a good night. God bless.
Hey gang, Patrick Slattery here with an important message that is pertinent to anyone who shops for groceries, eats food, or just has an inquisitive mind like myself. What I'm about to introduce you to is a segment of our food culture that has been kept so low profile to the American public that virtually no one is aware of how dominant it is on our refrigerator and cupboard shelves. What I'm talking about is the kosher certification industry and a new app, Koshertified, that delivers a comprehensive education on all aspects regarding this little-known practice. After reviewing this app, I found that it is useful for practically anyone who purchases food, regardless of their religious faith or identity. Its database of products not kosher certified is a win-win convenience for all food-conscious people. So why not check out the kosherquestion.com or click on the link at nationalbugle.com and see how modifying your grocery shopping with the Koshertified app can make a huge difference for your future.
Homeowners, if your lender has gone out of business or sold your transaction to another lender or servicer, you may be the victim of a wrongful foreclosure resulting in the loss of your home. If you've already lost your home, are in foreclosure, or even in good standing, you can challenge the mortgage transaction's illegal issue and your property can be restored to you, and your foreclosure can be stopped or reversed and the mortgage transaction declared unenforceable. State laws, U.S. title codes, the Uniform Commercial Codes, and U.S. Supreme Court rulings have upheld that defective mortgage documentations can reverse or stop foreclosures and enforce property title claims in favor of the homeowner. We are having successes in stopping the process of foreclosure, the enforcement of the foreclosure judgments, the sale of property, and evictions after the sale. We are not attorneys, and we don't give legal advice. We are a professional team of legal researchers, providing forensic mortgage audits and expert witnesses. We have the knowledge to produce the evidence and enforce laws regarding your legal issues. We've been in business for 12 years without a complaint. Consultations are free, and we provide a free title search to confirm if your mortgage has legal defects. Please call 855-253-3748. 855, keep it today.
Here at Republic Broadcasting Network, we have been building our online store. Well, we have been focusing on bringing you the best talk show host in the country. Here at Republic Broadcasting Network, we also want our listeners to have products they can use every day and in times of emergency. We have added new products each week to our store. Your support of this network, plus products at the best prices, is a win-win situation. Check out our new store. Go to our website, republicbroadcasting.org, and click on the online store located at the top of our website. Together, we can continue to grow RBN and help our listeners prepare for the future. Go to republicbroadcasting.org and click on our online store or call us.
800-724-2719, extension 3. 800-724-2719, extension 3.
Welcome back to the Republic Broadcasting Network, and my name is Frank Allen. Tonight we have been reporting on through-wall sensor technology, and this is something that I've been inundated with calls, emails. I haven't been to the P.O. box in probably 2 or 3 days, but I will tell you, people are really up in arms about this, and I'll tell you why. It's against the law, actually. They have one on Amazon. Okay, there are a lot of them that are available to the general public, and some of these can reach 20 to 30 meters from the walls of your home. So you have potentially people watching you that shouldn't be. And I'm not saying that the police or anyone else should be. But this technology has been coupled to satellites for quite some time. So you could have the federal government watching you all the time. Us targets do. And I don't want to see this happen to you. So listen up and listen in, and make sure that you go to our YouTube channel, and there are hundreds of broadcasts like this one tonight. It's at www.youtube.com/C/Targeted Massachusetts. And you can go to Republic Broadcasting Archive, and in the right-hand drop-down menu, just look for Frank Allen, and you'll pull up all of our shows there. So you can't miss. You will pick us up. But I encourage people in the future to call in and give us your views. Give us your opinions. You might come up with an idea that we can do a show on. Or you might want to join us as a guest on the show. I know I've met several people that we've had as guests that were actually on the show. And unfortunately, we have just about run out of time. So I'm going to say good night from Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank Allen. God bless you all.
After about a month of Extendivite, I don't know what it is about the circulation factor, I was able to increase the weight, increase the amount of sets I could do. It has to do with the oxygen getting to the blood. You should market this as an athletic performance. And I don't change anything about my diet or anything. I just thought, this is amazing. Bilberry extract is got something called resveratrol in it, which is the same stuff that you get from red wine. It's also good for eyesight. And I was reading that the Royal Air Force during World War II would give their pilots bilberry jam so they could have better night vision stuff. This is amazing.
To order, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822. Or visit our website at heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
You're listening to the Republic Broadcasting Network, because you can handle the truth.